Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school. So you can feel cool. Give it to me, baby. Baby. Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of Rob Sports Center. As you can see by the title, man, yes, I'm back with another Jordan video. Now, this video right here is a video that I wouldn't say I've been waiting to film, but I've been watching the Last Dance documentary, and I've been running across a lot of Jordan stuff. So as soon as I run across something I want to go do a little research on, I'll fast forward past it just so I can come react to it. So as you can see by the title, man, this is the LeBradford Smith story. Some of you guys may know the whole situation, the whole back history with Michael Jordan and LeBradford Smith. So I'm gonna come with a two-part video. So this is gonna be kind of the guy explaining to you the situation, and then I'm gonna do the actual reaction to the highlights from the game. But y'all know how we do over here, man. I ain't gonna talk y'all to death. Let's go ahead and get this. Let's be about that action, boss, like Marshawn Lynch.
Much to push Michael Jordan to destroy.
I'm gonna have to rewind it back a little bit.
Take much to push
I might seem like I'm a little hyperactive, but I did drink 2 Red Bulls today, and then I did have a Starbucks with, I want to say, 2 espresso shots. So if I am a little, all over the place, man, my bad.
Destroyer of worlds mode. Sometimes all you had to do was exist. Just ask LeBradford Smith. The COVID-19 pandemic shut everything down for a few months. Times were tough for everybody, and many folks wondered if things would ever get back to normal. The one positive outcome of the shutdown during the pandemic would be that this was the moment the world discovered what happens when Michael Jordan takes something personal. The highly anticipated The Last Dance came out on April 19th.
Let's just say this. I think Michael Jordan's whole career was based on him taking things personal. Maybe if we apply that taking it personal to our lives, we might accomplish and, do things that Jordan did in our respective fields of what we're trying to do.
2020, and it took over the world by storm. Young basketball fans who never got a chance to watch Jordan play had their chance to witness the greatness of the GOAT. And one of those traits was when someone upset his airness. It was March 19th, 1993, and the Washington Bullets were in Chicago getting ready to play the 2-time defending champion Bulls. Nobody figured the Bullets would have a shot to win, and in fact, they didn't. The Bulls defeated the Bullets 104-99, but the attention from the media after the game wasn't directed toward a Bull. Even in the loss, second-year man LeBradford Smith, out of the University of Louisville, had himself a game. Despite the fact his team lost, Smith scored a career-high 37 points on 15 for 20 from the field and 7 for 7 from the free throw line. Not only did Smith go off in the game, but he also did it against the greatest player of all time. And while Smith was firing on all cylinders, Jordan struggled from the field. Jordan scored 25 points on just 9 of 27 from the field. It was one of those rare off days for Jordan, which normally would have gone unnoticed since the Bulls won. But since Smith had his career game, this became a big deal, and Smith knew it. LeBradford Smith was trying to tell the reporters at postgame to not make a big deal out of it. Will Perdue said in an episode of the Bulls Talk podcast back in May 2020.
Because it was a career high, they basically wanted him to say things. And he kind of was hoping that they would kind of brush it aside and be like, oh, heck, I got lucky. But they wanted to make a big deal about, yo, man, you scored a career high.
Dude, this is why I say Jordan, look at how NBA players talk about this dude. This dude literally saying this is an accomplishment. This is a milestone, right? This is your career high in the NBA. This is something you worked hard for. And they want to interview you in a post-game interview about your career high in terms of points. And you're saying, oh, I don't want y'all to, I don't want y'all to talk about it because I don't want MJ to think it's me, kind of flexing my muscle, pushing my weight around on him because, I scored 30-something points. You know what I mean? It ain't a lot of players that command that type of respect without even actually having to, do anything besides just play the game. The way he played.
knowing we were playing them the next night, knowing what MJ is like. And the interesting thing was, I remember the next day, it really was, I know they mentioned something about Michael said, this is what I'm going to do. But it was more about, we were talking in the locker room about just when Michael gets the ball, just get the hell out of the way. Because he's just going to go at LeBradford time and time again. And it was kind of like an unwritten rule that everybody knows that Michael has that stat sheet in his back pocket, in his sock. He knows exactly how many points LeBradford scored, and he wants to get that many or more in the first half.
That was going to be Jordan's plan for the next game against the Bullets, which just so happened to be the next night in Washington. Jordan was going to score, in the first half, what Smith scored total in the last game. It's been reported that after the game on March 19th, Smith approached Jordan as they walked off the court and said, "Nice game, Mike." As The Last Dance revealed, Smith never said this to Jordan. In fact, Jordan made it up in his head as a way to get himself motivated.
And look, for y'all who may not know, this is all facts when they say Jordan made that up in his head. If you watch the Last Dance documentary, right, look at when they played the Suns. And I forgot the name of the guy that was holding Michael Jordan. But Jordan was like that Jerry Cross was a fan of the dude. Was it Dan Marley? I think that might have been his name. He was like, Jerry Cross is a fan of him. Jerry Cross thinks that he's a great defender. This is Mike. I'm quoting what Mike said. Jerry Cross thinks that he's a great defender. Okay, I'm going to show you that he's not. And Jordan said specifically, I put it in my head that if I don't do this, they're going to consider him on the same level as me. And Mike was like, and I went after him night after night after night. But look what he said, not the media. He said, I put in my head. You got a lot of these players nowadays that's so sensitive and crying and whining about things the media say, when you had guys like Mike putting stuff in his head to make him go out there and compete hard. Like, Mike was a different breed, bro.
A couple of writers went up to Michael and said, "Did this ever happen?" And Michael was with a smile, just like, "No, I made it up."
Jordan would play with a sense of motivation only he seemed to bring to the court. In the first half, Jordan jumped all over Smith, hitting from all angles.
I'm gonna react to the highlights
Jordan
next.
started the game shooting 8 of 8 from the field, and he wouldn't stop shooting. There was nothing the Bullets could do, or anyone on planet Earth, to stop Jordan in this first half. Jordan's mission of scoring in the first half of what Smith scored in the last game nearly happened. With about 2 seconds remaining in the first half, Jordan went to the line to shoot 2 free throws. He sank the first one, which gave him 36 in the half. The second free throw bounced out, and Jordan finished one shy of Smith's previous performance. Jordan didn't play much in the second half as the Bulls were destroying the Bullets. The Bulls won the game by a score of 126 to 101. Jordan ended up with 47 points on 16 for 27 shooting, including 2 for 2 from three-point land. Smith, on the other hand, scored only 15 while shooting 5 for 12 from the field. LeBradford Smith learned a valuable lesson on that night. Whether it was his fault or not, never anger the GOAT because he will take it personally. Decades later, we learned, MJ in his imagination had no limits when he felt a revenge is needed. Tell us in the comments, what is your favorite Jordan revenge story? And if you enjoy this video, hit the like button, share, and subscribe.
But for real, tell me in the comments, which is y'all favorite Michael Jordan revenge story? Put it in the comments and I'll go react to it, you know what I mean? Because, man, I know that it's several stories. I know it's stories that probably didn't even make it to the, well, I ain't gonna say probably. I know it's stories that didn't make it to the Last Dance because it's so many. Like, if you was to put all the revenge stories in the Last Dance probably would have been a 5-season documentary just because Mike making it personal every game he goes into. Like, Mike was a different breed. But I got the highlights to that game because I want to see that. I've never seen the full highlights to that game, so I got that coming next. But that is it for this video, man. If you guys did enjoy this video, do me a big favor, man. Smash that thumbs up button. You know how I do too. Over here is my most recent video, and over here is the video that's going to be recommended to you via your search history or what you watch. That's what it's going to be based off of, right? So both of them are lit videos, man, whether it's this one or whether it's this one. So it's a win-win situation, man. You click on either one of them, I promise you won't regret it. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.